Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And the Washington first down. 7 Pirates!
Now back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Well, now they'll try the end around. Oh, and now some space to operate. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Ready?
Oh, a design run for their wideout. Breaks the tackle, narrow alley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Hawk 70, alert, alert.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders 7, Cowboys 0. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go play action with Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind.
And he's going to go down again. Tanner Muse, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
63.
Here's Hurts to throw. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. The Cowboys had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now they'll audible to something else.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Street.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26.
A gain of 26 yards.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Washington.
Hey, smash Bronco. Mustang 19. Let go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Go, Reed, go.
On play action, they'll throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Let's go now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. Street. Hey, check that, street.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Back to throw here. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Great.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train? Hurts fumbles it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 73.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
3rd down and 1. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
19. Cut 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hurt.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Go check. Go check. Go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Go street. Warriors 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Hurt. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Now a 2nd and 10.
Big Lion. Check Bobcat. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check. 19 Lions. Panther Street.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a net.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring it.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mitchell will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with it. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They go play action here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off a big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell, and he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Hey, Silver.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
2nd and 11. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he is caught. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he's taken down inside the 30. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
18, 5 in. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Vita Vea able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mike Micah Parsons picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Rig alert, rig alert. Third. Right there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Commanders 28, Cowboys 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken from just outside the 30. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Ready? No!
44-yard gain on the play. And the Commanders 1st down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 79 yards rushing for him now to this point. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They find some open field here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
Reload! Rig! Hey!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
65, Chad, 65, trap 60, trap 60. Check smash, check smash.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Warriors 70.
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Roll, roll, roll. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Hey, hey, check that, check that.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Washington.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. That is caught at the 7.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Trap alert, trap alert. Check, check. Alert, alert. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense is...
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's another Cowboys first down.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Go, Champ! Go, Champ! Let go!
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Hey!
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
19 Lions! Hurt! 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 Hurt!
Now back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Hey, easy, 63, bad. Hey! Hey!
Hurts.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Alpha. Hey, 73.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the